Shadow Generations has been out for well over a week now, and I think it's time we talk about what's next. So, Shadow Generations, Sonic X Shadow Generations, I should say, has gone down very well with everyone. You know, everyone who plays Sonic Generations are like, yeah, it's Sonic Generations, and Shadow Generations being run on the new Hedgehog engine has played fantastically. I love the story of Shadow Generations. I think it's awesome. The controls are very much Sonic Frontiers, for better or for worse. I do think they could do with a bit of tightening, but overall, it is nice to have a new game out here that everyone loves, you know? And the big question everyone asks is, okay, well, we have, some DLC already out. You have the, if you pre-ordered the game, you got the Sonic Adventure skin, and there was the Sonic Jam code, which is now expired, so if you didn't get the code, sorry. And then, of course, Shadow had the Terrio skin for if you got the Digital Deluxe Edition. And then, you have other DLC as well. We have, of course, the Sonic Movie 3 level coming out with Movie 3 Shadow and a level completely designed around Movie 3. So, I think my big question, as you can tell by the video, will there be more DLC for Sonic X Shadow Generations, or is after we got in December, that it? Is that it for Sonic X Shadow Generations, and Sega kind of leaves this alone, and we move directly on into what the next game would be? Personally, I think DLC more could happen, very much so. As proven by the track record of stuff like Sonic Superstars and Sonic Origins and Sonic Frontiers, Sega likes to still pump a bit of stuff out to keep you invested. Even if it's something as simple as Sonic Superstars, where they just added in new skins, right? Like they added in the Shadow costume for Sonic, or they did the stupid collab with IHOP for Amy, and then they just released the skin for free anyway after, It's still something there. They did the Lego collab, which added the Lego skins. They added a bunch of DLC skins for you to get for Sonic Superstars. For Sonic Origins, they had the Plus expansion pack, which added Amy as a playable character. It added all the Game Gear games there for you. And then Sonic Frontiers, which is a bit of a different way, because, something like the Final Horizon was meant to be in the game from the very beginning, but it wasn't because of development being rushed. So then they're like, okay, well, here's the true ending. We're not going to make you pay for it, so we're just going to give it to you for free, which is nice. And, a lot of the other updates in 2023 were very much, this was supposed to be in the game from the start. We are sorry, we did not have it in the game at the start, so we're just going to give it to you now. Now, there's some stuff there that they did for Frontiers that obviously was not meant to be there, like the Sonic birthday thing. I think that was going to be there regardless, That, because that was just to celebrate Sonic's birthday, and they had new challenges, new Coco, all that stuff. I think that was meant to be in 2023 as updates, even if the game came out fully finished. So there's the track record of Sega is that they do pump out a bit of DLC for you, even if it's something as simple as just a skin. They still pump out something the next year to kind of keep you still playing around. So I think we can see that for Sonic X Shadow Generation. Now the next question is, what is it going to be? Is it just going to be skins? If we look at the terms of skins, I don't know what really any big skins we could see for them. I mean, the next thing I can think of for Sonic is they give him the SA2 shoes, like they did in Frontiers, where you could get Sonic to wear the SA2 shoes. I mean, you could do that, right? That could be a new skin, right? Like, drop it for free. Everyone, you can play as Sonic in the SA2 shoes. People would actually go crazy for that. So, I think that would work. As for Shadow, I don't know whether there's skins you could do for Shadow. He's a bit limited. So I think Shadow's kind of done with skins. I mean, they probably had to dig deep just to go with Terios. So I think Shadow, in terms of skins, is probably done. But like I said, for Sonic, giving him the SA2 shoes, I think, is an easy one. But other than that as well, I think we're pretty much done with skins, unless they could think of something else, But time will tell. The big thing I think Sega could do as DLC, which they probably won't, but if they do, I think we would all be happy, is to bring in new levels. Now, as many of you know, Sonic Generations was released on multiple platforms originally, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, but it was also released on handheld devices, specifically the Nintendo 3DS. And on the 3DS version of Sonic Generations, the levels are different. Now you do have Green Hill as the starting zone, but after Green Hill, the levels are different. Instead of Chemical Plant being the level representing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it's Casino Night Zone. There's a modern and classic version of Casino Night. Mushroom Hill replaces Sky Sanctuary from Sonic & Knuckles. Emerald Coast is the Sonic Adventure level instead of Speed Highway. Radical Highway is the level in Sonic Adventure 2. Water Palace is there, representing Sonic Rush. So there is no Unleashed stage or Sonic 06 stage in Sonic Generations. They just cut those games, and they instead picked a stage from Sonic Rush, which I think is cool. This game was developed by Dimps. This is kind of Dimps kind of honoring themselves, which that's more than fine with me, buddy. And then Tropical Resort replaced Planet Wisp for Sonic Colors. Thank God Planet Wisp sucks. So, with all those levels, maybe we could have a DLC pack, and you could call it the handheld pack or the True Generations pack or something like that, where you bring those handheld exclusive levels over to the console game. Now it should be pretty easy to do this, because all you have to do, even if the levels aren't exactly as they were in Sonic Generations 3DS, people are still gonna love just having these levels in the game, new levels in the game, right? Like Casino Night, all you gotta do is really just copy and paste one of the acts from Sonic 2, and we'll all be happy. Just give it the Generations polish, right? The new level, though, that will require work for Sega to actually make like a 3D version of Casino Night, same with Mushroom Hill. But all the other ones, like Emerald Coast, copy and paste that from Sonic Adventure. Radical Highway, you copy and paste that from Sonic Adventure. We're all goody here. Tropical Resort, same thing, copy and paste that from Sonic Adventure. The best part about Tropical Resort 2 is Sonic Colors is mainly a 2D game, so you can just rip one of the 2D levels, and there you go. Sonic Rush, man, do you know how much people would kill for a 3D level of Sonic Rush? Oh my god. We would die. So, I think if Sega is going to do DLC for Sonic X Shadow Generations, the nicest thing they could do, and we would love it, is if they ported the exclusive handheld levels over into the base game. But they're not going to do it, because that requires a lot of work, and they are kind of probably already focusing on the next Sonic game, which will be the sequel to Sonic Frontiers. And we've got Sonic Rumble coming out, so they probably want to also put focus on that as well. So there's a lot of stuff Sega's doing that I don't think that would be their DLC plan. Like I said, the DLC, if we get any in 2025, would be just skins. But it would be nice for some extra levels, and these levels are ripe for the taking. So that's going to be it for this video. What do you make? Do you guys think Sonic X Shadow Generations will get DLC? And if it does, what do you think the DLC will be? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see y'all next time.